In the last video, we created this graph and it doesn't look so perfect, it doesn't have labels. I hope someone is not saying, why are we using a programming language to create a graph this ugly when we can use another tool like Excel and all? Well, it's more than that, and we're going to look into more things that we can do to this graph. Okay, so you can save this file in case you want to see it later. You could just save the file and it's going into your system. Okay, so I'll close this down. Now let's do more things to our plot. So first thing I want to do, I want to change the thickness of that plot. So I'll say comma, line width 3, on the line width to be 3. Also, so this is what we call a comment in Python. So I want to set the chart title and label. So I'll say ax dot set title. So title is squares of numbers. Squares of numbers. I want the font size of that to be equal to 24. Then ax dot set y label. So square of value. Font size of this one should be 14. Let's set the x label. I've done something wrong. Okay, so ax dot set x label, then value, x label will be value, font size too should be 14. Font size should be equal to 14. Okay, let's look at what we've done up to this point. So I'm going to save this and run. In case your program didn't come on, so there is an instance of this graph being run. So if it doesn't come up, just close down that one and then run the code again. So ensure that you close down the one that was there before. If you don't close it down, the new one won't run. So now we see the title that we set, the square of value, then the value. We can make these lines thicker. So let's make it thicker. We'll do so add a comment, set size of labels. So to do that, we'll say x dot tick params. Which of the axes? Set the axes. I want both. I want both axes. And then what's the label size? Label size. Label size will be 14. Okay, save this file and run. Okay, yep. So here we are. It's going from 0 to 25. The x-axis is going from 0 to 4. Making more sense, right? Okay, so but these values are not correct. So this should be 1, then the next one should be, okay, no, this should be 1 and up to 5, not from 0. Okay, so at the top here, before the squares, they have input values. So this is just a variable. We are calling this. This is not like a parameter that we have to do here. So like this font size, they are called parameters. This is a variable. We call this ourselves, whatever we want. Okay. Input values. Input values is a list also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So now when we are plotting, we'll now tell it to plot input values against squares. We'll save that and run. Oh good. Okay, always make this mistake and I don't know how to clear this. Okay, so now just run the code. You have this, and so we have the values now running from 1 to 5. Okay, so I always make this mistake. So if you're having this, it's because you clicked on F5, which is meant to run the debug configuration. So to close it down, press Shift and F5. If it doesn't go, you can click on this side of the panel and then press Shift and F5. All right, so let's continue. So our graph looks pretty good at this point, but then we can add styles to the chart. So I'll press CLS, so it clears the screen of the terminal. So now let's use styles. So let's run Python in this terminal to see the available styles that we have. So to run Python, just type Python like this. So it runs the Python shell. So for here, in here, you can do Python things, but it won't save it in a file like this. So let's import this same thing we did on top here. So do that here, hit enter. Okay, then do plt.styles styl, no, where's the t? Okay, styles dot available. Okay, I made a mistake there, so let's go back to the previous. So it's style without the s, then available. Okay, so you can see a list of available styles that you can use. So we have solarized light, classic. All of these are styles that you can use for your graph. So I will just grab one, Seaborn dark palette, copy. Then to exit the Python shell, click on exit like this. Okay, because if you run the code without exiting, it might give you an error. So before we plot the graph at all, we'll say plt.style.use, and then we paste in here Seaborn dark palette. Let's save that and run our code. Okay, so it doesn't look like much change. I think this style doesn't have so much difference to the former one. So let's use the Seaborn itself. Just save that and then run the code. So you should see this. Now our graph looks more beautiful. In fact, it doesn't contain the screen. Okay, I can drag this down. Okay, yeah, our graph is looking more beautiful. Okay, that's all for this video. I hope you like the video. If you do, give us a thumbs up, like and comment, and I'll see you in the next video.